Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, many of you are watching it on your local cable stations. Others are using the old type antenna, local, within probably 15 miles of Opelousas, maybe as far as 20, depending on where you live and the type of antenna you're using. And of course, many of you are watching it on the internet, which is becoming more and more popular, and various types, computers, iPhones, you name it, and it's out there. And we look forward to giving you a little bit of information, some good information, only the good information. We try to stay out of controversies and have done a good job for 38 years, and we're going to continue. My sidekick, Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and I guess we'll start off with a couple of sponsors. Then we want to get into the results of the Smooth Road Home.
Well, we got right out the gate. We'll hit Piggly Wiggly. You know, I was watching football this weekend, and Bill Murray, you know, the comedian, was the guy that they had on ESPN picking the winners of the different football contests, and he comes out with a Piggly Wiggly T-shirt on national TV. Boy, and I got a text from Kevin Doucette over at Piggly Wiggly here in town. He says, "Make sure you notice and make sure you notice it." So, you know, just go to show you, Piggly Wiggly this weekend, they've got the whole fresh fryers for 99 cents a pound, the lean pork steaks, the family packs at $1.69 a pound. They got smoked sausage, $1.99 a pound. Bottom round or rump roast, $2.99 a pound. Go buy the Pig Knows Best, 2 locations in Opelousas and 1 in Simsport. If it's good enough for Bill Murray, it's good enough for you too, I think. And one more, let's go with Targill. If you're looking for some seasoning and some spices, Targill is your place. Our good friend Ted Bellard and company can help you out. If you're looking for customized seasoning blends, they can do that for you. And that's if you're a guy cooking at home, if you're outdoor kitchen type, if you're a camp cook, if you're a caterer, if you're a grocery store, a restaurant, they can do any kind of mix. If you want to sell your seasoning in prepackaged containers or packets, they do that type of stuff for you as well. If you know about what you want, but you're not quite sure about your blend, they've got blends that are available as well. They'll help you with the artwork and all. They also do butcher supplies. They do cutlery, kitchen supplies, all sorts of restaurant and grocery store supplies as well. Go by Targill and Targill.com.
Well, good. And the Smooth Road Home, which was an election to increase the sales tax on unincorporated areas of St. Landry Parish, passed rather handily, wouldn't you say? A nice percentage, around 1,300, passed by a majority of around 1,300. I didn't look at the final, and in practically all areas of the parish. So that was good, and you know, it's something that I guess I took more seriously than probably any other project in a long time, other than the upcoming breakfast with Santa.
Right.
But about 3 weeks ago, I guess I spent close to 10 minutes, and I felt very strong that this could have been, since it had been another type of a millage on the property millage, had been offered on 2 occasions and voted down, and this was probably the last strike we had, the last opportunity. I don't think any other political group would try to go forward, because it takes a big effort to do this.
And the battle was this. I think people wanted roads, but they had to have a comfort level with the leadership, and that was the issue. And you've got new leadership with Bill Fontenot.
Read in the paper where, and we had talked, you and I had talked about, he visited with groups over 30 different areas of the parish, and maybe some of them twice, I'm not sure, but over 30 meetings with the people who were interested. And they left the meeting hopefully understanding where the money will be spent and how it'll be spent and how the bonding will take place. The tax will generate, say $7.5 million a year, which that would be a very slow process if you did it by the year.
Right.
But they're going to do a bond, which is something that's handled by government facilities, government agencies all the time. So
you get the
people
money up
trust that.
front,
You
and
get,
then the yearly pays that note.
pays that note. And they're going to borrow on about 75 million, I think, of estimated tax, and they can borrow 75% of what that estimated 10-year tax will bring. So it's going to be a nice amount of money.
And the hope is that with the new roads, the tax base increases at the same time. So what you want to have happen is you're going to bond out 75%, but you're hoping that's only 50% maybe, if the parish wants to grow.
And that money can then be bonded out at a later date
Correct,
if they're
correct.
needing some more money,
Sure.
because it's going to cost a lot of money to undertake this project, because we have more roads in our parish than any parish in Louisiana.
That's correct.
And we classified as one of the poor parishes, but I still like where I live, and I think other people would like to come in. Like, that was the big selling point that I have. Lafayette is just, I mean, they're booming right now. And there's room for people to move up north, because right now, if you're borrowing money in Lafayette, in most areas of the parish, you're going to have to provide flood insurance. A lot of the port, not maybe the majority. Lots of it. You're going to have the flood insurance. It's going up. The windstorm insurance coverages are going up due to the storms we had the last 10, 12 years. And it's on and on. So they wanting to come here, and if we build these roads, they're going to come. Then our contractors will be busier. Our flooring companies, our St. Landry Lumber, the lumber companies will be busier.
Prairie Construction.
Everybody.
Be putting some road down.
Be putting road
Every
down.
one of those guys that are working that truck, if it's even the man waving the flag, he's going to get a couple extra dollars because he can work some overtime.
He's going to work some overtime.
And he's going to spend some money around in the parish.
Around in the parish. So, I mean, we should see this start up, they said, by hopefully next summer, because right now the bonding, the bonding, and they've got to prioritize the
roads. Right.
They can't just say, well, I'm going to take this road and that road. The charter says to do this, and I guess the law that they just passed to call this election stipulates that they have to have a plan in action before they can do any of it. So hopefully it'll be well thought out. I want to thank Bill Fontenot, who is the parish president. A lot of the council members went out and helped.
How about the sheriff?
The sheriff. Well, who's on the roads more than the sheriff?
The sheriff spent a lot of his political capital promoting this thing. I mean, the sheriff really went out and put his name on the line too, saying that this is very important to him.
Earl Taylor, the district attorney.
Sure.
And let's not forget the school buses that's all of our money.
Our friends with ambulance services.
Ambulance services, they had to want this, because traveling 60, 70 miles an hour on some of these roads because a person is having a heart attack, or their house is burning, or you have a robbery going on. Right. Anyhow, I just want to say thanks to everybody. I hope I played some kind of a role in helping pass the tax. I was for the other two also. I guess you could say I'm a liberal. I'm for. And that's just my philosophy.
I think everybody's for the roads. It was getting that comfort level that they felt a good team was going to put it into place. So, Bill, it's on you now, my brother.
I think
you got to get it done.
I think that just about all of the council members were for it. And at the end, I think just about all of them were for it. And that helped pass. It's an effort of community people, those that went to the meetings. They went out and talked to their friends, their neighbors, their relatives, and here we go. And let's thank some other people right now.
How about this? You know, next Tuesday night here on KDCG is the Rotary International TV Auction. Every year,
an annual event.
KDCG has helped support the Rotary here, and we want you to watch again. It'll be 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. here on KDCG. That's channel 22. And just to remind you, on digital, that's 22 or 50. If you're on Allen, that's 8, Cox is 9, Sudden Link is 10, Charter is 11, and LUS is 22. If you want to bid during the broadcast, 337-701-0110 is going to be that phone number. Go to kdcg.com.
Repeat that number again.
337-701-0110. BOBBY00110. You can bid during the event. The money's going to go to help all sorts of wonderful things, like it's helped the Boy Scouts in the past, the Boys and Girls Club, the St. Landry Parish Veterans Memorial, United Way's Imagination Library Project. The Rotary is very, very active. But go to kdcg.com. You'll see a bunch of the different items. They've got things from antiques, tools, jewelry, autographed sports memorabilia. If you're an LSU or UL fan, there's a lot of that. Tony Lama boots, paintings, furniture, Ice Gators tickets. I think you get the entire suite for a home game. The Ice Gators, 10 sacks of crawfish. So all sorts of great things. Take a look on Tuesday night, and you're not going to see Bobby Dupree, but you're going to see one of his good close friends on television that night. And hopefully we'll get Bobby Dupree to bid.
Oh, I bid every year. I bid. I buy. I buy. I got to help. I try not just to promote it. I try to participate too.
Sure.
And it's a good cause, and of course we've got our upcoming Santa breakfast, which is right around the corner now, December the 4th, the first Wednesday of December, each and every year. This will be our 10th annual. Whoa, 10 years. Looks like yesterday we started.
Absolutely.
And we've seen a lot of young people and some middle-aged teenagers that have really progressed, and when you speak to the guardians or the parents, they're quick to tell you that it's largely because of the therapy that child has received free of charge, I might add. And I cut out an article in the paper where a person was raising money, but apparently kept most of the money for themselves. And it just clicked to my mind immediately that our fundraiser, every dollar collected goes to the clinic. Not many can do that, but our group, we have a lot of people with big hearts. They want to participate.
Between the building and all the chefs.
Indian Hills Country Club, the Lee and Shirley Young, free of charge.
So when you mail $25, it all goes to
Troy does just about all the work. By the way, as soon as I finish that, Troy Young, their son, he's anxious. He's sitting he's like that racehorse that he trains. He's in the gate waiting for the 4th of December. So anyhow, talking about things that are happening, there's soon going to be a dedication of the John R. Dupree Memorial Library in Port Barre. And we've been talking about libraries, Sunset Library, when they had an election and they passed taxes for it, and you know, constantly talking about the Opelousas Library, the new roof, the new computers that are installed. I actually walked into the Opelousas Library yesterday.
You did?
I did. I was doing my walking, and I walked in there just to take a couple of minute break, and I was greeted. I think his name is Greg. Greg used to work at the country club, and he used to work
at Tommy's.
At Tommy's.
Sure.
And he started working, and he's behind the desk. I said, "You enjoying this?" He said, "Mr. Bobby, everybody walks in here, looks like I feel like I know him."
He's a people person.
So anyhow, good morning to all of you at the library, and it was full.
We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll see you folks on the other side of one.
All the computers.